Yo, what's up? So obviously Overwatch 2 is going 5v5 and that means a whole rework to the game is going to be implemented. And today I just thought I'd talk about all the hero reworks that we currently know about and speculate how they will be reworked and maybe who else I personally think should be reworked in Overwatch 2, so let's get into it. So first off, we should all know that every single tank is being heavily changed, so they're basically all getting a rework in that matter, but specifically we know that both Orisa and Sigma are getting the biggest reworks yet. We know this because I'm pretty sure the devs confirmed it at one point, and also because we haven't seen any Overwatch 2 gameplay of them. I believe the devs specifically said that they want to try and rework these heroes to where they don't have shields, and I feel like Sigma doesn't really need too much changed about him in a solo tank environment because he's already one of the best solo tanks in Overwatch 1, but Orisa definitely needs a harsh rework to make her feel more engaging. And you know, don't get me wrong, I like playing Orisa from time to time, but it really is just as simple as stand behind shield and shoot, and I feel like they could get a little bit more creative with her. The community has always talked about putting those 4 legs to use and giving her a charge ability, and honestly, I kinda liked the way she felt in Lemon Kiwi's experimental patch, where she was more centered around punishing people if they got too close to her. Anyways, moving on, the devs have also confirmed a new tank character, Doomfist. The last time we heard from the devs, they mentioned reworking Doomfist as a tank because they want to keep his CC heavy playstyle with lots of mobility, and I could really see them making Doomfist pretty similar to Wrecking Ball in the way that your job is to get in, do some disrupting, and then use your shields to get out, but instead of getting instant overhealth, Doomfist gains it with landing his abilities, and he could maybe give it to his allies too? Who knows? But yeah, the devs did confirm that they want to keep the rollout playstyle of Doomfist, so I'm pretty excited for what they do with that. Now, I want to briefly bring this up, and hopefully we can all agree that this is a cold take, because there is literally no doubt in my mind that Rein should be able to fire strike with his shield up in Overwatch 2. I just feel like there's no reason he shouldn't be able to, because damn near every other tank can shoot and defend themselves at the same exact time. Orisa, Sigma, Winston can all shoot with their barriers up, Zarya can shoot with her bubble up, D.Va can defense matrix and micro missile at the same time, and Ball can shoot with his overhealth. So they all can do it, so why can't Rein? He already has reduced movement speed with this shield up, so I really just don't see why you put him at more of a disadvantage. Anyways, let's talk about DPS. So far, we know that Bastion and Sombra have been reworked, and honestly, I like Sombra's, but I'm a little bit iffy on the Bastion one, but after them, I think that the only character we know is getting reworked is Cassidy, mainly because Blizzard doesn't want him to have a stun, and I'm gonna keep it a buck real quick, but that motherfucker gotta go ASAP. I hate this character with a passion, and I'm glad that they're taking out his AoE stun one-shot ability. But what are they going to replace it with? If they remove the stun, they're probably going to get rid of his right click too, so I'm thinking like, what if he had like a silver bullet kind of deal, where his next few shots could be like a projectile or a wind-up, but it do more damage? I don't know, man, this isn't my job. He's a cowboy, make him throw a beer bottle and then light it with his cigar, I don't know, man. And on the topic of DPS heroes though, one character I'd like to see reworked as a damage character is, of course, Roadhog. I and many other people think that Hog is not even a tank character. He is obviously damage, and really the only reason you DPS mains have priority passes. I think the only way to make Hog a tank in Overwatch 2 is to heavily rework him. And I think it'd just be easier to make him a DPS because that's why people play him, to avoid playing tank and just get kills. Okay, now supports. I've already talked about my ideas for what Lucio could look like in Overwatch 2, so if you haven't seen it, click the top right and also like and subscribe while you're at it. So far we know that Moira is one of the supports getting a rework in Overwatch 2, but honestly, I think we can all see Brig getting one as well, although it hasn't been confirmed yet. But what can they do for Moira? Honestly, a lot. They could make her a cleanser like they did in an old experimental card, they could make her closer range but more damage. There is a lot of possibilities for the anime villain of supports. One smallish rework I've thought of in the past has been Making her damage and healing the same resource bar, where when you do more damage, you run out of it and then you have to heal to gain it back and vice versa. I don't know, it's kind of just a half-baked idea in my head, but I'll see if I can put a visual on screen. Now Brig, please just make her anything but what she is right now. Literally nobody likes her, and there are arguments and arguments about why she's either busted or sucks, and everybody is sick of it. I saw a video by Master Ian Gamer talking about how Overwatch 1 support characters are pretty much just centered around their healing capabilities. Now, I definitely didn't agree with all of his video, but I do want to see in Overwatch 2 more characters that can kind of be hybrid roles. Kind of like how Mei is a damage character, but she has tank-like abilities. And Lucio is a support, but also has a lot of fragging potential too. So with less healing needed on only one tank, we can hopefully see more true support characters and less just pure healers. And more characters that kind of, you know, cross the gap between roles. Anyways, hopefully this video kind of helped you see where Overwatch 2 is really going and how different it really is going to be. And with a beta right around the corner, probably tied into the Archives event like everyone is suspecting, these reworked heroes are going to feel brand new and completely different. So yeah, anyways, like and subscribe. See ya.
Twist.